The series of how to create a Mugen character / edit a Mugen character has returned. In the last episode, I did various things. Make sure to go check that down below in the first link in the description. I taught you guys how to use Fighter Factory, start your Mugen up in Fighter Factory, change the stats of different characters, as well as increase and improve the AI, as well as many other things like automatic power and improving and speeding up animations. But today we come here with something brand new. I'm going to teach you guys how to create a mode in Mugen, as well as take modes from other characters. So if you guys want to learn how to make Super Saiyan on Sukuna or something, or Super Saiyan on Goku and a different Goku, I'm going to teach you guys how to do that all today, as well as many other things. This series is going to be a huge part series. Like I said, if you guys don't understand why I don't automatically just show you guys how to make sprites and create characters from scratch, is because I want you guys to understand the application and know how to do everything going into it. But I hope you'll enjoy, and let's get into it. All right, we come here today with part 2 of how to make a Mugen character / edit a Mugen character. As y'all know, this is going to be me going in more depth, showing out more things. You know, like I said, for the people who don't understand, this is a edit tutorial as well as a making tutorial. So I'm teaching you guys how to edit Mugen characters before I get into just fully how to make characters, because I don't really like going into just creating from scratch if y'all don't understand codes and how to do certain things. So I'm kind of showing you guys how to transfer stuff from other characters and use other characters to your advantage, feel me? You know, so you guys can get, you know, better at making characters. But as y'all see, I just opened my boy Shinra, the character from last video. If y'all want to know anything we went over last video, I showed last video how to improve AI, like make people do certain things more or less than the AI, as well as showed you guys how to improve stats, increase stats, decrease stats, as well as make animations a little bit quicker, slower, etc. You know, I just showed y'all, like, you know, a little basis of a little, you know, small stuff. I also showed you how to make your characters automatically charge, like have charge over time, constant charging over time. So if y'all want to see any of the video stuff in the video, make sure to check out the recap. But, you know, enough of that. Obviously, we're getting into today's saga. This one was a little late of an upload. Tomorrow will be a lot earlier, probably around 4 to 5 o'clock Eastern time. So stay tuned for that. But we're starting out here with Shinra. I want to show you guys how to make a mode here today. I feel like that's the first thing I want to get into. Might be the hardest thing to get into, and it might be like, obviously this is going to take a little bit of time. First up, I'm gonna have a file down below in the description so you guys can understand, you know, what I'm doing little by little. If I don't, I probably might explain it here in today's video, but I'm gonna open a character, obviously, of my own that has a mode. Like I said, it's easier to do it if you guys are copying and kind of understanding from other characters and kind of pasting modes, you know, into each other. Like I said, if y'all want any of my characters so you guys can use like some of the codes inside of them for examples, feel me, join the Discord down below. You know, I have all my characters, all my edits, etc. But yeah, I'm gonna show you guys a character that I made a mode for from scratch, and then after that, you know, show you guys how to put it on other characters, etc. You know, just little things like that. One character I'm gonna use as an example today is my boy Metal Bat from One Punch Man. He didn't have a mode before. It's a simple mode, like I said, a cool little mode. Later on, I will show you guys how to transfer moves and stuff like that from other characters. So if you want to put Kamehameha on another character, etc. But I'm gonna be showing you guys obviously Metal Bat here today. Let me start up the Mugen. Also showed you guys how to start your Mugen inside of Fighter Factory to do tests in the last video. So make sure to go watch the last video if you haven't. But off the rip, you know, like I said, I'm gonna lower Metal Bat's health. If you guys want to know how to make people go into lower health, you guys click Control on your keyboard and click F2. Control and F2 at the same time lowers their health by a lot. Now you get to see a mode that I created. That was the mode I created. As you'll see, he just popped it. I'm gonna start the match over so you can see it again. And Control D. If you're in game, you want to see what the state is at the bottom left. You click Control D so I can see what state he's going into. I'm gonna end lower his health now. Control F2 to make his health go low, and then he goes into mode which is 1800. This is a mode I created to make his damage go up. I gave him a cool little aura. This is an old edit, so it's really not too crazy. But I gave him a cool little aura, gave him more damage, more defense, and gave him a little bit of health back when he popped into mode. I'm going to show you guys it one more time. Feel me? Make him go low, and then make his mode pop. Like I said, I made his character automatically pop mode when he gets low. Like it becomes priority. I'm also going to teach you guys how to do that, so when they get low health, they prioritize going into mode. But you guys see, like I said, I'm going to teach you guys how to make this mode a little after image, give me a cool little aura, and I'm going to teach you guys how to do all that today inside of this video. But okay, so next up, like I said, this video probably have like 20 parts, different things I'll teach you guys in Mugen. But first up, you're gonna want to go to your character. you guys are gonna wanna, we have to create a mode. Like I said, I'll probably put this metal bat in the description so you guys can check out the mode, like state, my bad, the state, that's what it's called. The mode state is called 1800. It says Slayer Mark. This is the mode, this is what he turns into, like I said, at a certain time. It's animation 1800. As I taught you guys in the last video, you're gonna want to go to your animations, put it in here, click Control F so you can search up animations, put it in here, and then first find it. Now I found it. This is 1800, so this is what he looks like when he's popping mode. We're gonna need an animation like this for Shinra if we want to make a mode. So now I can either make an animation from scratch, or I can kind of look through Shinra's animations and find something that looks kind of cool for a mode. Like this right here looks kind of cool for a mode. So I'm gonna duplicate it, which is the 2 white squares, and name it 1800. So now I have a mode animation for Shinra. I can have some fire popping up in the background, have him change skins so he's red, because I want to make him go into Bancho Man as well as good as I can. And then there we go. Next up is we're gonna need the code for 1800. So if you guys don't have 1800, this is kind of like if I want to make a quick mode. This is like a quick mode state, which, like I said, I'll just put it down below in the comment section so you guys can get it. What you need to go is go here, click Slayer Mark, because this is the state for a mode. If you guys are taking any mode from any character, you have to do this every time. You have to copy over every state from another character. So let's say you're trying to get Super Saiyan 1, you have to read what is Super Saiyan 1. Like this is 1800 is Slayer Mark, and go to the bottom of it. So it ends here. So that means it doesn't continue. But let me explain all this other shit. You don't really have to pay attention too much. You'll understand as you get more into it. Like I said, explosions are animations, kind of like particles. So effects, you guys don't have to worry about effects. You can worry about effects afterwards. You want to pay attention to the stuff that matters, which is more of like helpers. Helpers are the important part. But 1800 Slayer Mark, that's the only thing I need right now, because as y'all see at the end of the state, the bottom of 1800, nothing's here. It just says go into 0, which means standing state. So we're going to take this, you're going to right click it, click copy, go back into Shinra, go to the bottom. You guys can put it wherever you want. I usually put it at the bottom, paste after. So now I have a state called 1800, and you're going to want to check to find and see if there's any other 1800s, because you can't have 2 1800s at the same time. And now, yeah, there's no other 1800s in my character. You would see a little yellow mark at the top. That means that there's another 1800 somewhere else, but there's no other 1800, so I'm okay. As I said, I made it so 1800 have a life add, which I taught you guys in the last video. I will teach you guys again how to make a life add real quick. You guys want to go to the right side and go to the bottom, click life add. You guys don't need this part. You guys can get rid of absolute, get rid of kill. The value is how much health you want to bring back. As y'all know, Shinra has 2,000 health, so I want to give him about 500 health back, and I want it to trigger as soon as he goes into mode. So I put time equals 0. As soon as he goes into mode, he should get his health back. So that's how you guys make a life add. If you want him to get certain health from a certain state, you have to put a life add right there. But that's just a quick explanation of that, something easy. So now Shinra has a mode. He can go into mode, but this is the thing, we made the mode, but the mode actually doesn't do anything yet. Like I said, the character's not going to go into it because it's not in his AI. So now we're going to have to go to the AI for Metal Bat and scroll down. So we have to look up 1800. Where's 1800 at? And first thing we see is this, 1800, value equals 1800. The change state means that it's the transformation. So this is the transformation for Metal Bat. I'm going to take this, I'm going to put it in Shinra, and then I'm going to explain to you guys what everything means in this, right? So this is the change state. This means, obviously if his var, this is basically a flag. This tells the AI if he's in mode or not. If 4 is equal to 0, that means he's not in mode. If it's equal to 1, that means he's turned into mode. So right now it's 0 as he hasn't done it. When it turns to 1, when he does it, it'll be 1. So he won't do it again. That's the easiest way I can explain it. If you guys can't, like I said, I'm going to try to explain it again. But let me read the rest of this. He only goes into mode if he's less than 500 health. Less than or equal to. That's what that means. He only goes into mode if he's not in the air. So, obviously exclamation mark means not. And then equals is obviously, just equals. So that means he's not going to go into mode. Well, he's going to go into mode if he's not in the air. So this means if he's not in the air, this means if he's lower than 500 health, because we want him to pop it when he's low. And then this is 500 AI level times 100. That means that's his chance of doing it. So we want to put it on like 300. We want him to prioritize going into mode. We want him to go into mode every single time, every match, as soon as he can. Next up, you want to make sure it has AI level is greater than 0. That means when the AI is playing. If AI level is over 0, that means the AI is playing, not you're playing. If it was equal to 0, that means if like me or you were playing the game with a controller or a keyboard, you know, now we go into mode. But this is made for an AI. So this is why that's here. This means he only does it if the enemy is laying down on the ground. I'm going to get rid of that because I really don't care. And then we also don't need this. You don't even need this. So you get rid of this. And now you have your mode right here. I'm also going to name it real quick. I'm going to name it Bancho Man. Just so I know what it is. State 0. Now we know he's going into Bancho Man. So if he does it in game, he'll turn into Bancho Man. Now you have your mode, but we don't have this. You're also going to need this, which is a VAR set. This is what I was talking about earlier when I said, you know, a flag, making sure that 4 equals 1. So you're going to need this, right? So let me explain this real quick to you guys, right? It says, this is a VAR set. It basically, let me put it like this. It basically flags, it lets you know if you're there. I'm going to put it in a work term. If you're punching into work, the machine lets your boss know you're there. If you don't punch into work, you can't get paid because now they don't see that you ever punched into work. You were never there. You know what I mean? Even if you were there, you know, they can't say you were there unless you actually punched into the clock. This is basically, you know, essentially punching into the clock. So let me tell you how this works. It sets 4 to 1 if you go into 1800 state. Like I said, 1800 only procs if 4 equals 0, which is automatic. You know, that's normal. It's automatically at 0 when the match starts. When you go into the mode 1800, which is here again, 1800, it gives you 4 equals 1. That means you won't pop mode multiple times. Like I said, you only need these 2 codes right here, and now your character will be popping mode every single time. Let me go into match real quick. You'll see him pop mode. You'll see a little animation proc, and you'll understand what I mean now. So I'm going to turn Shinra, lower his health, and look at that. You seen him stop for a second, and he pop mode. Now his character's prioritizing mode. Let me also, but we don't have no effects on it, so we can't really see if he's popping mode yet. So I'm going to give him a little outline. Like I said, this character right here, Metal Bat, has all the presets you guys will need to understand. His little outline is called 1701. So this right here is the outline. I'm going to name it outline. Just like I said, I'm going to put everything in here so you guys can understand. Outline in mode. All right, so now this is called outline in mode so you guys can understand exactly what it is when you guys put it into your character. Now I'm going to put this in Shinra because we want him to have a little outline in mode so we can tell if he's going into mode. We're gonna now, and obviously, like I said, 1701 doesn't just do anything though. We have to get the state for it. This is the AI, as y'all know. This means, so we have to go get the state for it, which is down here, 1701. The after image is what I should call it. So we're gonna grab it, we're gonna copy it. You don't even need to check any of the stuff in here. And then we're gonna go put it in Shinra, right under his Slayer mark mode or whatever. Let me name it Bancho Man, like I said. But because we want to remember it as Bancho Man, you know what I mean? But okay, now we have Bancho Man. Now we just added the after image, so now he will have an after image when he pops mode, which I'm going to show you guys once again. You know, I want to show you guys how to do each thing. So we're going to lower his health. Now he's going to go into mode after he gets his little combo off. Yep, went into mode. Now he had a little after image for a second, but it didn't stay. It deleted itself. This will happen to a few guys, so we're going to have to go find out why is the after image not sticking. That means it should be obviously in the bottom of the after image state. Let's check. It says it destroys itself if the after image destroys itself if time is equal to 30, root state number is equal to 5110. Okay, so this isn't the problem. It should be in the AI. So 1701 equals 0 and var equals 1, and the character's also alive. So the character's doing what it needs to do, but like I said, now we know he has an after image, and that's what we wanted on the character. So we know now if he goes into mode. I'm gonna start it up one more time so you can see him go into mode. And just like I said, Now he's in mode. You see, he went into mode for a few seconds, and you know we were able to see that. So now we know he was in mode for a second. But for some reason, like I said, his mode isn't sticking, and I'm gonna teach you guys why right now, because this might happen to you guys. You see how we went into mode twice? So that means there's a problem. Something isn't. He's not staying in mode. So now we have to find out, why is he not staying in mode? This is a good thing because, like I said, some of these problems will happen to you guys. So I want to teach you guys, right? Like, why is this happening? Most of the time, this happens because the VAR 4 is being used by something else. So now we're gonna change this. We're gonna change VAR 4 to, let's just put 14. That doesn't get used a lot. So we're gonna put 14 here. VAR 4 is right here again. So we're gonna put 14 here. And then we're going to put 14 here. So now there's no more VAR 4. It's just VAR 14. So now when we transform, he should stay in mode. Like I said, that could be one of the problems. We don't know for sure, but we have to see. Yep. So VAR 4 was already being used, but 14 wasn't. So now he's in mode at all times. Like I said, that's just kind of something to explain. If you have any questions, ask down below or join the Discord, because that's where I talk more. But all right, Shinra is now in mode. Like I said, this is not really a cool mode. Nothing's really happening. But, you know, I just want to show you guys the outline. If you guys do want to change the color of the outline, let me show you guys that, because some of you guys might want a green outline or a blue outline, etc. So I'm going to go to the after image, 1701. We're going to go down to Cal FX Wiz. This is the color of the mode. You know, this is how you find out the color. We want to find out. I have different presets. Like I said, everything that you guys learn, I always suggest to make a notepad of it, so you guys can, you know, always have in your notes. If you guys want my notes, like I said, join the Discord down below. But at the bottom, my notes aren't labeled that well because I know everything in them. But you guys should always label something. You know what I mean? Always label. This is the PAL FX code. So I have colors specifically for certain characters. I have yellow, I have white, I have ice, which is like light blue, fire, purple, red. I have a lot of different colors. I want fire because that's kind of like, this is Shinra. You know, I need a cool PAL FX state. So now we're gonna put fire in, and let's get it started. Like I said, it's not really hard to change it. Now I'm gonna transform. Watch this. His outline will be different now. Now his outline is like an orangish red, which is kind of cool to me. Something a little different. Something I wanted to add, as well as, you know, just trying to get him a little cooler. Now I'm gonna tell you guys, if you guys want to do your own specific color, like you don't want to go into obviously my notes, because I don't have every color in the world here. I'm going to teach you guys how to make pink. Let me put pink right here because I'm going to make a preset for it. Like I said, because I don't want to have to look it up again. But what you guys are going to want to do is go on the internet and look up pink. You can look up hex number. I put pink color number because that's just something easy for me to remember. You see the hex value is 255, 192, 203. So we need to put that in. 255, which would be the first one. 255. 192 is the second one, right? And then 203 is the third one. So let's change this one to 203. And now we have all three of our colors, so it should be pink. Next, you need to copy this and replace the add as well with the same exact thing. And yep, now when we go in game, his aura will be pink. Like I said, I'm just showing you guys this tutorial. Now it's pink. Easy work. Like I said, that's just some easy shit. I'm going to take this now and I'm going to put it in my notes as a preset. Easy work, feel me? That's just something nice to have in here. But next up, like I said, now you have the color code. You have everything. I don't want him to be pink. I'm going to actually put it back to a fire effect. But I just want to teach you guys how to change the color yourself if you guys weren't, you know, needed a different color. But now we have the after image. We have him going into mode, but now his mode doesn't even do anything. It just gives health. So now I'm going to teach you guys how to make your character do more damage in mode. So we want mode to actually do something. You know, we want something to come from mode. If he's in mode, what happens? Nothing. It's basically the same thing. He just got a little bit of health back, which some characters you might want. But when I want my characters going in mode, I want him to do different things. So for example, I want my character to have a little bit more attack, which is an attack mole set. I'm going to put it in here, and then I'm going to teach you guys what it does. Obviously, you know, you want to make sure the VAR is equal to whatever the VAR is for your mode. So ours is 14. That's our flag. That's our, you feel me, our punching job number. So we want to equal it. So when 14 is equal to 1, we do 2 times damage. This value is multiplication. So we're doing 2 times damage if 14 is equal to 1. I'm gonna teach you guys how to do it if you don't have the copy and paste. You guys want to go over here, go into attack mode set, which is right here, double click it. Now you get it right here. You want to delete the last 2 things, delete this little comma in the front, same thing. Now you have the same exact code I have up here. Type in bar parentheses 14 parentheses equals 1. Exactly like that. Value equals 1. That means it's not doing anything. Now we're going to put it on 2. So now you have the same code as me. I just showed you guys how to make it. Now I'm gonna delete it. So now in mode, he does 2 times the damage. I didn't mean to do that. Let me go back to the where I was at. Yeah, like I said, now in mode, he does 2 times damage. And also, let's give him a little bit of defense in mode. So we're gonna go to the side, same thing. Defense mode set, delete these 2 things, delete the dot, comma, and trigger 14 equals 1. So I'm just gonna copy and paste it now. I'm not gonna do it twice. But defense is a little bit different. It's not just multiplication. It's dividing how much damage is incoming. So for defense, you wouldn't just put 2. That means you're going to take 2 times as much as damage. You guys are going to want to put a lower number. So if you put 0.5, for example, now he's taking half as much damage. Feel me? It's more of a division thing. It's different. So now when we go into this, now we're going to see, he does, obviously, he's going to go into mode. Now he's in mode. Now we know he's in mode because the signature. And look, he's taking way less damage, and he'll do more damage. Let me turn his AI on real quick so he can fight back. Oh my god. Okay, this nigga Metal Bat obviously is another edit that I made. He's a finished edit, so he's obviously gonna be a lot stronger than Shinra. But let me give Shinra full health real quick and make him go into mode. This is another thing I'm gonna teach you guys. If you click control and click the little squiggly line under the escape button on your keyboard at the same time, you'll get this little chat. And you can make characters go into states. So I'm gonna type in change state. That means obviously the state I want him to go into. 1, which is player 1. And then whatever number you want him to go into. We want him to go into 1800. So I'm gonna make him go into 1800. And then click enter. What? Change state 1. Invalid command. Change state. Change. Oh yeah, see, I spelled it wrong. I was about to say, yeah, one thing about this, y'all have to type it in exactly right. Change state 1 1800. Now he went into mode forcefully, and in mode, you see he'll start doing 2 times as much damage. Still not a crazy amount of damage because he don't do crazy damage off rip. You know, I didn't get to change his damage that much. Usually I do a little higher, but we also didn't add combos to the AI yet, y'all. For the people who weren't in part 1, we see half damage taken, and he does 2 times as much damage. But I didn't add combos. Like Metal Bat, I did combos for. This is a whole edit character I made. But you know, Shinra, he's brand new, you know, so you know, this ain't nothing something too crazy. But eventually, like I said, Shinra will get like that. Now the last thing I'm gonna teach you guys, I taught you guys how to make his mode get health back, get extra defense, extra attack, make his mode a priority, and feel me, how to make a mode. Now the last thing I'm gonna teach you guys is how to, I want to teach you guys, because I want to do this for my character anyways. I want to make, inside of his transformation, there's something called change palette. This means when he goes into mode, his color will change if there's a good palette for it. So he goes from 1-1 to 1-2. This is Shinra's 1-1, and he doesn't have a 1-2, so he won't change into something else. I want to add a palette to him because I got to make him go into Bancho Man. When you're messing with palettes, you guys are always going to want to make a duplicate character because your character can get messed up so easily. So what I'm going to do here is, this is my character right here. I'm going to add to archive it and call this Shinra backup. I always make a backup if I start messing with palettes, because if you mess up a palette, it will completely break up your whole character. I've lost full characters doing that before. So I'm telling you guys do not want to take that risk. But now that I did that, I'm going to add a new palette, load palette from files. Yes. If you guys make a palette or whatever, I'm going to teach you guys. I made a palette. I'll teach you guys how to do that as well in another video. And I'm going to name it 1-2. And this is my palette, you know, a little red Shinra. I'm going to mess with it some more, obviously, to make it look more like Bancho Man. But this is the palette I have of him red. But like I said, if you're using any character you want, all you have to do is find the palette. And you guys can literally, it's for different characters, there's different palettes. Like I said, this is just something I'm going to show you guys how to do because I'm going to do it right now. I want Shinra to be red. So I'm going to make him go to 1-1 to 1-2 as soon as he goes into mode. So now when he goes into mode, he should turn red. If it doesn't work, that means there's something wrong and I got to fix it. Okay, so he didn't go into, he didn't become red. So that means there's something wrong with this code right here. So now I have to, I'm probably going to get it from another character because I don't think I have it in my notes. Yeah, I've never put a change palette in my notes before, I don't believe. Yeah, no. Okay, so I'm going to open up another character quick that does have one, and I'll be right back. All right, for this one, I went into my boy JT Superman, and he has a change remap pal, change palette, time equals 130, and then this is obviously the destination. This doesn't work for all characters, you guys. So like sometimes it might glitch out. I'm going to put it right here. I'll make it go from 1-1 to 1-2. Like I said, it could still bug out. You know, that's one thing that you cannot change. I'm gonna get rid of this one, and then I'm gonna put this as time equals 0. You know, we want it to happen immediately, and I like to also put this inside of the AI as well, because sometimes, you know, it needs 2 different triggers. So I put it right here, and I'm gonna put it so it only activates when 14 equals 1. So he's only in mode. We don't want him to be colored off rip in base. So there we go. We're going to try it out again, see if it works this time. Like I said, it doesn't work for all characters because, oh, and that's another thing. When you make characters, you're going to want your character to be in 1.1. So sometimes it won't work because of that. This character is a 1.0. So you're going to want to change this, erase this, put 1.1, and what the hell? There we go. Mugen character 1.1. And now that changes things for him. Like I said, it's just something to make your characters, like some of the stuff. Sometimes things won't work because of that. But let's go. We're going to make him go into mode. Change state 1800. I might have typed it. Yeah, see, I be typing too wrong, y'all. Do not quote me on a keyboard. I am so bad at a keyboard. I'm more of a controller guy. But see, he's still not going into the color mode we want him to go into, which is, you know, like I said, that's unfortunate. Sometimes it won't work for all characters. Like I said, we can make it work. We can force it to work. Like I said, trying to combine different things, different methods to make it work. But, you know, I don't want to just sit here all day trying to find out. Like I said, there's always little different things that could be the reason on why it's not working. It could just be, I need to restart Shinra, close out, and go back in. But, you know, like I said, I'm going to try to fix it real quick. And then when I do, I'll be right back. Gave it a new Mugen 1.1. I made sure to fully set it to 1.1, and here we go. Now you can see he is now red. Like I said, tomorrow I'm going to be showing you guys how to add effects to the mode, make him look cooler in mode. I'm going to teach you guys how to make new moves, and I'm going to teach you guys how to transfer moves from other characters and all that. So that's the end of today's tutorial. Like I said, just a calm little how to create a mode on a character type tutorial. I'm going to teach you guys how to make more effects for the mode tomorrow, so make sure to pop out. ISO gang, we out here.